Hey everyone, welcome back to my garden. And today I'm going to talk about how to plant peppers for free. So as you see here, we have a beautiful little mini bell pepper. And if you look, it's not looking too fresh. This isn't the type of pepper that you would buy from in the store to bring home and eat. But these are the peppers that the store actually gets, and they simply throw them away. So if you happen to be passing by a vegetable store or a local grocery store or a little corner market or even a little street stand that has some spoiled fruit that by the end of the day that they're throwing away, just walk by and ask them if you could just have one. And when you get this thing, it's packed with seeds. So instead of buying seeds online, you could get fresh seeds that are completely free. So let's begin. I'll show you how to grow these from seed into plants. So what we're going to need is basically a few things. We're going to need some coco coir. This is a nice little grow media. As you see, it's very nice and fluffy, very soft. Excellent material. Then we also have right here a net pot that's going to hold the grow media in. Obviously we need our pepper for the seeds and a container to hold the water in to keep the net pot and the coco coir nice and moist. So let's cut this open and see how many seeds we got inside. So right down the middle is a nice, easy way to do it. Look at that, completely filled. Look at all those seeds. And let's get that out. Just peel that open. Remember, we're doing this one-handed. So we got seeds flying everywhere. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful amount of seeds right there. So instead of buying this would have costed you probably about anywhere from $2 up to maybe $5 to $10, depending on if you're paying for shipping. So this costed me absolutely nothing. So let's take our coco coir, fill up the net cup here. And you want to pack this thing in. There we go. And give it a nice little press. Make sure it's nice and packed. Let's add a little more. So it's right to the top. There we go. Pack that down and clean off the sides. So we have a nice clean space to work with. So we have that. Now let's sprinkle our seeds all on top. It doesn't even matter that they're all right next to each other. We want to germinate as many of these as possible. And a few of them fell, so let's just gather those up real quick. Okay, so now that those are in, you want to spread it out just a tiny bit. Oh, found one more. Okay, so yeah, let's spread that out and put a little bit more coco coir on top. That's how good this grow media is. I sometimes forget that I'm not using dirt here. All right, so that's nice and ready. And as you see, it's still fairly dry. So we're gonna take our cup here. And I always like to take basically clean pH balanced water that I have in the room that's just been sitting for about 5 to 6 hours just to get some of the chlorine to evaporate. And we want to pour that in. And let's place our net cup inside. As you see, it's touching the bottom, just to make sure. Hey everyone, it's been exactly about 7-8 days, maybe 6 days. And as you see, look at these beautiful peppers have sprouted. And if you remember, if you've seen earlier, we had put a bunch of peppers in here. You see even a couple of the seeds are still stuck on the leaves right there. And there's peppers all over the place in here. So now at this point, I like to take these plants and transplant them into their own home, because you're not going to be able to grow peppers so many in one little container like this. So let's put that to the side for now and get our coco coir. And we have some cups that we're using. These are basically, let me show you, it's a 2.5 ounce little small cups, and it was only about $1.19, and I got 80 of them at a local dollar store where I live. And so let's get a few of these ready. Put it in, get some coco coir in there. All right, got one. Let's do a couple more, just to make sure we got a nice amount of plants. And this is a nice way to quickly fill up your grow space if you have 0 plants, by simply taking that one pepper like we did earlier and putting all the seeds in one container. We just put it on the side, and a week later we had beautiful, beautiful peppers starting to grow. And it's a nice way to really, like I said, fill up your garden and start quickly. Especially if you're running a little bit late for the grow season, this is a nice quick way to get a head start. So now that we have our cups ready, let's go back to our plants, and we could carefully, because this is grown in coco coir, it's very easy to simply right between grab it, hold it nice and soft, don't squeeze it too hard, and by simply pulling it, it comes right out. So look at that, nice beautiful long stem. So put that there, and let's get another one. We're gonna do 4. Look at the size of this thing, beautiful. Now I'm actually going to be planting all of these, but I'm just going to show you just 4 so we can get a good feel of how to do it ourselves. So the way we do it now is basically, I like to come in and simply just take my finger and just push it right down in there, right in the center, all the way just about down to the end of the cup. And you take it and put it right down in there. And then just push it around the sides. Give that a bit of a shake, a little bit of a tap. And there we go. We have our beautiful little pepper transplant. So let's just quickly do these. And as you see here, this one's very long, so it's really okay to just kind of get it in there, and if it winds a little bit, that's perfectly fine, because the pepper is just gonna grow more roots and it's gonna spread out throughout the entire coco coir there basically. Now that one doesn't have enough coco coir, so we could just add a little bit more on the sides. And there you have it. So we have basically 4 beautiful pepper plants that we germinated for free. The only thing that we actually had to buy is some cups, or if you have some recycled cups you have at home, you could use those. Or you could also probably get some free cups, I'm sure, from many local stores as well as restaurants, probably just throwing them away. So we're going to do that for all of these. And we'll come back in about a week and see how everything looks. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer everything. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.